So, Kavita, I want your take. Just how long is winter going to last and how cold is it going to get? Like, how much lower is Bitcoin going to go?
Hi, Emily. Thank you so much for having me. Um, I think it's just the beginning of crypto winter, to be very honest. And I am very surprised that people are expecting that it's going to continue to hover around 30K. I do expect it to go down to somewhere between 14K, 18K, maybe 22K as a stable point. But remember, we have seen this in the past two times. This is nothing new, right? Every time it goes up to an all-time high, there is a point when it comes down to and find a new lower point as a base point to stand around. I still feel that we have already entered crypto winter. We're going to stay here for at least year to year and a half, and
Hmm.
I don't believe that Bitcoin is going to go back to 45, 50, or 60K for another year and a half. We will see another all-time high, but that will be for Ethereum too, actually, especially for Ether, because I believe this is the time when people are going to build and they're going to have a lot of technology with major adoption. Look at what FTX just announced, which is going to bring a lot more people into the space. And that adoption is going to trigger back us to another big high cycle.
So let's just game this out for a moment. You think Bitcoin, for example, will stay in the $20,000 range for the next year and a half, potentially?
Yeah, we can see some more dips and we can see some more high, but I don't think that we're going to see it going back to 60 to 70K during the winter time anytime soon.
Huh. So then what does the new high become after that? I mean, a lot of investors are getting in just waiting for that.
I think a lot of people have been talking about Bitcoin at 100K, and I can't really predict whether it would be 100K or not, but I can definitely say it's going to find a new high, which was last time 64,000 something. But as I said, every time if you look at the history and look at the data, every time if it has gone back, it's not purely speculative anymore. Speculation is definitely a part of it, but it's also the adoption of technology. It's also the adoption by big companies and institutions. Tesla holding it on their balance sheet makes it goes up. Twitter having basically tipping mechanism on Bitcoin makes it go up. And I feel like the same thing with Ethereum and other technology driven tokens, that we're going to see the adoption making it go all time high. But I don't think it's going to happen in another year to year and a half.
I'm curious what you think about what's happening at Coinbase and, the most established platform for the trading of cryptocurrency. And obviously their business is, somewhat divorced from, the actual trading of cryptocurrency. What do you think the fate of Coinbase is?
I mean, Coinbase is a centralized exchange. I don't see all this speculation about Coinbase going bankrupt. Honestly, I don't believe that because the technology is so strong. And I do understand that when it is really dip, you don't see that much of trading volume, an exchange making money out of the trading volume, or the DeFi and staking, etc., will not have that much of cash to show. So there are 430 million losses. I completely understand when a company is into an expansion mode and suddenly crypto prices dump. This is what you expect. But will that make them disappear? I don't think so. I do believe that they have already announced that they're going to have a hiring freeze, they're going to take care of cost, etc. And I do see them weather the storm, honestly speaking, but with different measures intact there.
We keep hearing it is time to build, and I'd love to get a little more specific. When it comes to crypto projects, what do you think makes it and why? What gets washed out?
I think a lot of fluff gets washed out. As a pre-seed, seed stage, early tech investor for over 5, 6 years now in the space, I can tell you every time there is a high, anyone who thinks, "Oh, I have an idea," their idea thinks is like $100 million valuation. Now you're coming back to 15 to 20, $25 million valuation with the product or the MVP associated with it. Last time we saw DeFi really, really getting built during the crypto winter. And that's pushing the adoption and the money coming into the space, which also had NFT associated with that. Before that, in 2016 and 17, the ICO, the smart contract on Ethereum, is what made us come up from the crypto winter and hype of $1,700-$1,800 for ETH. And I think as we go into this space, I think multi-chain indexing, search results, a lot of analytics platform, we see that's really gonna build out, and maybe a whole new infrastructure platform. I mean, people have been buying NFTs for multi-million dollars. We really don't have a proper infrastructure for NFTs right now, and I'm very excited about what's going to come out of this crypto winter.
Curious about your thoughts on Elon Musk potentially taking over Twitter, given its role in the crypto community and Elon Musk's role in the crypto community himself. Do you think decentralized social media is actually possible with blockchain technology?
As of the current technology which I have seen in the space, I don't think so. Identity has been a huge problem in the space. We still need to figure out a lot of indexing, identity, trust associated. But should social media and reputation system is a huge problem, which we're still figuring it out. But in the future, can there be a technology where it could be truly decentralized? Absolutely, that would be an ideal day. But no, it cannot be possible. It's not possible with any technology I've seen in the space so far.
So are you calling Elon Musk's bluff then?
I think he's a visionary. He probably thinks that over years he's going to build. It's like when 10 years back he went and said he's going to put people on Mars. I mean, he has put a spacecraft on there. There hasn't been a human being out there, but hopefully next 10 to 15 years there would be. And I think that's what he's looking for, a decentralized social media, which is a novel idea and something which would be great for the tech and people and mental health, I guess. But is it possible today in an year, 2 year, 3 year? I don't think so.
All right, so looking forward, the market is still reeling from the Terra debacle. What's next? What's next for stablecoins?
I think we have to make a differentiation. Like Terra is a programmatic stablecoin, right? When the definition of stablecoin came, it is like pegged to some fiat currency and 1:1. So USDC had to show in their audits like how much reserves do they really have in dollars, cash equivalent, bonds, treasuries, et cetera, to support it. And so did USDT to a particular percentage. I think Terra is different. It has been on the programmatic side. So one thing which we have learned, though the decentralized world will always push away from fiat and try to have different version of programmatic stablecoin, which is pegged by its own cryptocurrency, we do have a lot of issues and a lot of gaps as of now, which Terra just showed. Will there ever be a programmatic stablecoin? I absolutely 100% believe so. Would that be in an year or two during this crypto winters? I don't think so, because a lot of trust has been shaken and a lot of people got wiped out.